One of those days.
You need your fez.
Yeah, I do. Oh, yeah. It'll get there.
I've noticed people in chat will be like, "So where's the fez?"
Yeah.
There's a serious
In the moments
request.
before you put it on, they're like, "So where's that fez at?" Though I've seen people comment on it. They're like, "I don't see the fez."
The logo.
Oh
He
my
still
God.
has the fez, right?
We're still playing, right?
Are we still playing? Well, not without the fez. We're
on.
not.
Oh, yeah,
It hasn't begun until it has
Yeah.
begun.
Yeah.
It's part of the transformation. Io Jesu Domine.
Then we all obligingly hit ourselves in the head with
Smack! Player's handbook. Smack!
Oh, that one!
That would be a great skit.
Oh my god. Oh. All right. Oh, so musica. So, welcome back, one and all. This is good.
Yes.
Lovely, lovely, lovely to see everybody.
Good to be here.
Yeah, it's good to see you in person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very.
I'm looking forward to at least a few weeks of this uninterrupted.
Nice. So yeah, knock on wood. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Totally. Other things for any announcements to make for people or things that are cool things that are happening. I know our bard Ander has made an awesome ship out of wood for the Etherflux campaign, the good ship Audacity.
Apparently, I'm a really tinkerer in real life.
Hey, yeah. So that's you have we'll bring it out. We can bring out the break or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bring it out
off.
after
Pretty
the
cool.
intermission.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Pretty sweet.
And so that's cool things. What's the status of Wizard Burial Ground?
What?
What's the status of Wizard Burial Ground?
It is coming along. Actually, during the intermission, I have a thing I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
Because I have an idea, but it's not like fully...
Good.
It's like a choice between one thing or another thing, and I'm not sure which thing's cooler.
Word. Cool. Okay. Any? I don't think I have any no more updates really. Just hanging out here in Meeples, which is coming up on its 1-year anniversary in March. It's just kind of freaking crazy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Time flies,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I was scrolling through photos, and it was a picture of us playing D&D on the 18th. It was 2 days after we opened. It was a Monday, and I'm like, oh my god, it's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, almost 1 year here. That's cool. But anyway, so let's do this. Right on.
It has begun.
Now we're
Has
playing.
begun.
Yes.
It's happened.
Last time, you've disembarked from the good ship Buick Le Seber and went to the Festerwolf Field, an abandoned town that was decimated, destroyed by the dragonborn entity known as Sezik, who is trapped inside a blade that you are carrying with you known as a Soul Ripper, which also happens to now imprison your good friend Anolo. Seeking answers, you gently forayed in here, and you encountered a new individual by the name of Wax.
Yes.
Yes. And along the way, some early discussions, living spells and clay golems descended upon you and did you a lot of damage. Yeah, I thought I had you there, but it's okay.
Next time.
Next time.
That's when Wax would have just bounced.
Yeah.
Adios, muchachos.
And after defeating those enemies and doing some preliminary searching through a bit of the town, notably the House of Blue Roof, you acquired information on construction of, I guess, golems, books, and tomes that Brad brought up. There was a stuffed warthog, which when removed from its downy silvery lining, there was what appeared to be a large tuning fork.
Fork of doom.
That we then put back into the stuffed animal because
Yes, you
it was
did.
doing bad things.
Yes, because it inverted gravity and dealt you guys necrotic damage.
Material was warm.
Yep.
It warm.
And last
We
but not
needed to
least,
find out anyway.
you did manage to find an array of potions,
Yes.
which I've lovingly named the Power Net Potion, which that's probably a working title, but oh well. Here we are.
It doesn't have to fill with power.
And after being satisfied with your search, and afraid that more of the entities and abominations or aberrations or other scary things in this place might come back, you have embarked on the Buick Le Seber gone airborne and have taken a long rest. And we are going to pick up. It is, you are on the ship, you are currently flying. Do you have a heading?
Do we have a heading?
Where are we going?
We just want to stay,
We wanted to rest and do what, though?
figure out what to do next.
Yeah, I guess that's true. We haven't actually planned. I also didn't do any of the things you do on a long rest.
Can we, like...
We don't seem to know much of anything.
Don't know much, but I know no in a sword.
We're no closer to helping a no, I don't think. Unless somehow that evil tuning fork is tied in.
I also have all these books from that basement about like golem things and all that stuff.
I keep my distance from the books.
I think, like, we should just go, like, 1,000 feet up and then just rest up there. I mean, we technically haven't rested yet, right? Or are we counting this?
We're considering this to be while we're doing the long rest, kind of. So
I
you
mean-
can like regain hit points and stuff.
1,000 feet above town?
Just kind of float it there.
Yeah, just way anchor, you know?
Think.
Yeah. Consider our options. Figure out what we're doing next.
Maybe someone not set could read a book or two. See if we can learn anything from it. I don't know if we will.
Oh, it's like so anyone not me maybe wants to read a book.
I'm out. Last book I read made me eat dirt.
That's true.
Literally, eating
Thirkir
dirt.
does not read.
You do notice I do have a book strapped to my belt. But
That you
I-
like
that
never
I-
look at.
Yeah, never look at and always have on me.
What's in that book?
Yeah, nothing.
So a real page turner then.
Yeah, you wouldn't be interested.
Oh, I love all kinds of books, except the ones that try to kill me.
This is that kind of book.
Okay, well,
All right, then.
you just hold on to that.
Brad, maybe I'll read one of your books instead.
What do you have there? I mean,
Yeah, what do you got?
It says 10 basement books. That's what I wrote down. Because it wasn't really completely specified. They're just all on topics relevant to what we were dealing with, I think, ish.
Yeah. After looking through them, you're noticing that they are often tracks, sometimes investigation, inquiries, essays, different kind of ruminations and examinations, sort of experiments on the nature of golems, construction of them, stuff like that. But there's nothing firm enough to actually create one. So it's but also stuff related to the planes, if I remember correctly. Planar alignment, conjunction, different times, atlases. No, not atlases.
I would very much look at one of the planar books. I'd be more interested in that than the golem
That's
stuff.
what it was. It was some sort of planar
Yeah.
thing. That's what you said, Thirkir, right?
You
Some
said
sort of alternate
you said investigation books?
dimensioning things.
The books are a result of an investigation.
Right. Do we know when approximately this Fester Wood thing happened?
Oh, the tax?
Well,
the
you know,
Dragonborn?
the Sezek's reign of terror versus like when an investigation was done. Can I like cross-reference those and see if I find a match?
Sure, make it happen.
Right.
Check.
16.
Okay. So it's going to take a little bit as you're calling through books. We'll get back to that.
Okay.
Other folks?
I'm looking, if there's more than one planar book, I'll look at one, looking specifically for things like pocket dimensions attached to material world items, trying to figure out like how that sword functions.
Okay.
That sort of-
You can make a check. Anybody else? Yeah.
21.
You guys are all in the same place doing this?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna walk down from where I was staying. I'm gonna be Wax. And I see all of you pieing over these books. And I say, I believe we need to go to... Hold on, let me try this again. I believe we need to go to Melgun Feldur. I do have some context there, but that's where my gut is feeling we should need to go.
Where?
I need to ask some people in the city of Melgun Feldur.
Seems for you to say. What?
That's what I said.
Malagum Faldur.
Maglum Faldur. Maglum. I'm sorry.
Maglum Faldur.
So you want to go to some kind of lagoon city?
I think
I like being.
first, I think all of you would like the people I know there. Second, I have ways of finding out about where Nolo is, and if that's what you are looking for in these books, maybe these guys can help me get other information. I need to talk with them.
Alright, so which way is it?
This way.
I thought we needed to go into the mountain, though.
It is in the mountain, my friend.
Oh.
Is it
It's a
red?
dwarven city.
Oh.
Is it like red rock?
Convenient.
Yeah.
Is it red?
Are the rocks
Do you
red?
have something from one of them?
Okay.
So, they're my friends.
Well, right, but I mean, like, did they give you a trinket or anything?
You don't have any of their possessions. You didn't steal something.
It's just
off them?
information.
No.
Not even like a piece of paper.
I think so, buddy. I don't have anything like that.
Was it? I was gonna say, like, how does your
Oh,
box
with like
work?
soot being able to like pop
I
over
need-
there.
I need-
No,
Body
that's
Body
all.
parts, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a little too
Ooh.
specific.
Doesn't have
That's-
any, hair,
Excuse
a lock
me.
of hair, or.
That's not how I work with my people. Nothing like that. I speak.
That's too bad.
I will speak
cats,
with
they like
them.
to play with things.
What's that?
You know, cats, they like to play with things.
No, but what I'm saying is that I don't use that either. Like any kind of location spells. That's not how I work.
Okay.
With him.
So as Wax comes in and materials pour into the book, and you go, "Fuh!" you point at something, and you recognize that through cross-referencing that the attack on Fester Wolf Field happened at least 300 years ago.
Old sword.
Yep.
City's been messed up for that long? Dang.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, Ender is he's looking through for pocket dimensions. You find a small little paragraph, some notes against a diagram, basically saying that sometimes when entities of supreme power inhabit an item, they can create a pocket dimension, or a god like a celestial, or even an evil entity can create something within a device.
I'm sorry, was that Fester Wolf Fields? I'm messing it
Fester
up.
Wolf.
The Fester Wolf Field. Yeah.
Okay, cool. There's no like book cover that says specifically anything dealing with that attack, or there's not like a specific
Not in this.
account.
Not in the books that you have.
Would
Go back and get
would any of the planner books have instances of planner, like, in like 1983, the Feywild was temporarily accessible from material plane or something like that?
Yeah, there are charts and graphs of conjunctions, parts of parts of apogee and perigee when they're really close to really far, stuff like that.
Okay.
There's all that information is cataloged in some planar charts.
What was the energy down there? What was? It was necrotic was the tuning for it, right?
It was
Didn't we know what plane it was intersecting?
the realms of death and negative energy?
The abyss and the negative plane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plane. You guys have been to other planes.
A few.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been to Frostbell and Feywild.
That's true.
Yeah, I was tracking them for a while.
Whoa.
That's what we said.
Not the same way, but with the same enthusiasm.
You can tell he's a bard with his way with words.
I know, he's
And
very
a check
eloquent.
as a character.
I didn't know there were that many ways to say wolf.
Brad's like, I've composed entire poems using nothing but the word well.
Whoa,
For
whoa, what?
conjunctions, is there any conjunction listed of the abyss and the negative plane connecting on the material plane?
Yeah. There is. The cycle is long, but within the next month, there's going to be a conjunction.
Holy crap!
Oh.
Okay.
Where?
It's everywhere.
Oh.
Wait, like everything's going to become all those both what? What?
It's kind of like having two doors really close next to each other.
What?
Yeah, it's more like being able to walk from one to the other. It's not like it's suddenly just going to be here.
Like, wouldn't the doorknobs bonk into each other?
Yes.
Little too literal.
Theoretical doors. I'm really hoping we run into copies of ourselves and goatees.
I already have a lovely beard.
Yeah, I don't know
Thank
how that's
you.
gonna work.
Maybe in a different color on top.
Maybe like long eyebrows?
Maybe mutton chops.
I don't grow hair, but I think I look good with it.
You might.
This is about how we know we know Wax.
Well, the funny thing is I was thinking of doing each and every one of those transformations. To see what it would look like. However, I didn't.
At this point, Zarek comes out when he's got a little chef hat on.
And this is our spectator, Zarek. He's our head chef.
And an adventurer.
Hello.
And an adventurer in his own right.
This... He's safe?
Yes.
Zarek
And so
is
is his food, mostly.
For now.
Yeah,
Zarek's like my best buddy.
So then I guess I'll just study this creature.
So, Zarek,
Zarek
this
goes,
is Wax.
Wax.
Yes.
And Zarek floats over to you and then gets floats high enough so his big eyes eye level with you and his little eyes come around, get real close. Why is your skin like that?
Because I am a changeling.
Can I wear it?
Oh God!
Suppose you could use a... Can you cast things?
He smiles and you see like a little glint in his teeth.
I'll
Looks
take
like
that
it's
as
part
a
of
yes.
a bone.
Well, I suppose you could transform yourself to look like this. No?
No, that's why I want your skin.
Whoa, Zarek. We talked about this like months ago, bro. People can't usually get their skin back after you take it. So it's like, remember? Yeah.
I had forgotten. I spent so much time with gnomes and that smelly Loxodon. I sometimes forget there are other people.
Just because he looks different doesn't mean he's an ornament for
Zarek's
you
religious.
to. Yeah.
Oh God.
I will back away in hesitation from this creature. Not trusting a single soul in this room right now. I'm in fight or flight mode.
I will make pancakes. Hold on.
I will not eat them.
Oh no, they're very good.
No,
Very good.
I do
These
not.
pancakes are quite tasty.
Are they made of other
He
people's
go. He
faces?
floats
No,
out.
no. I mean,
No. They're made of food stuff, probably.
Trust that.
actually, you know what? That does raise a question. What is the transmutation that's going on here?
It isn't. Like he didn't eat for who knows how long, and he made us like a whole feast when we first met him.
Right, but I mean,
Saying.
is that
Aberration. He's breaking the rules.
It's jacked up reality stuff.
Yeah, it's complete reality breaking. He's making something out of nothing.
And we're eating it.
Yes, we are.
Zarek is a
I
philosopher's
mean, matter is
stone.
matter.
Even the druid was like, this is unnatural, but tasty.
Fair enough. He comes back in and he's like pushing a little cart. He's got just a pile of flapjacks on it.
No,
Why
really,
you-
Wens, you should try one.
I will not. Thank you.
One for us. Gets a plate.
So, as you were saying, this city, I'll be piloting us today, so give me a little, as the crow flies.
What was the what is the piloting skill?
Survival.
It's fair. Yes. I trust you're well with the ship.
It's our ship. Like, we're pretty good. Like, we made it here.
Well, I've also seen you survive like you just did, which was chaotic and not so put together. So I don't know if that's exactly how you fly your ships.
That's how we always do it.
Only some of the time. Alright,
Interesting.
most of the time.
great.
It's okay.
To be fair, your show might have had a slight addition to our predicament.
What?
What
Me
show?
showing up to you guys?
Giant smoke cloud in the middle
Well,
of
that
town,
was just
running
a
towards the
match,
center
right?
of
I
the
came
town.
in with some style. And then, we fought and I disappeared and sliced the dude.
So, if everyone's amenable, is it time to fly?
I'll point you in the direction, yes. We'll have to come in it lower when we get there. But
That's fine. I should
Time
be
for
able
us
to
to
handle
fly.
it.
Let's get the speedway moving.
I see.
You got it.
I see you must be in a rush.
No.
And so
Too
it
soon.
begins.
Anyway, so you guys are heading off back towards the Cinder Spine Mountains?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you, Gimbal comes up and goes, okay, heading achieved, okay. And his dad's down there going, holy cow, this thing's so big. He's just still fascinated with the contraption and working of it all. You hear him through like the little megaphone. You right the ship, turn around, and you fly back over the festival, towards the festival field, but high enough to not be bothered by anything. As you approach the Cinder Spine Mountains, you see that the mountains themselves are they're craggy, almost treacherous climbing and hiking. Not a flat surface really to be found. But you do see that one little opening near the top, which sort of is like an entryway into the mountain near the top, but below the actual ashy part that is always ever burning. How do you wish to proceed?
you say that's in the distance, or we're approaching it fast?
You're approaching it. I mean, I wouldn't say you see it, but I wouldn't say it's fast.
This is the point where we're going to want to slow down a bit. And, we don't have to... Yeah, we don't have to radio in. Or signal in. Can I...
Well, if you guys are approaching, it's a large opening, but it's not large enough for the airship.
It's not.
Oh.
I assume airships aren't
Okay.
a standard thing.
So we're going to have to then pull out before?
Yeah.
Understood. We're
So
going
we're
to
gonna have to pull
yes,
up and go over that.
do some leg walk.
We're gonna have to pay overnight parking.
This is just addendum. One of the things we were trying to do is get this ship ready to go underwater after the fourth unicorn.
Are you asking me as a DM? Okay. That's up to you guys.
I mean, we still need to get the money
We
and
still need to
materials.
raise a bit more funds.
Yeah.
But we do need to let them finish doing the reinforcement
Yeah.
of the ship for anti-magic and stuff.
And these are dwarves, and it's a mine, so they might have some materials that we can buy. So let's just
They'll
keep
have
that.
excellent materials.
See, so that might be something we want to keep when we can get to it.
That's good thinking. Yeah.
I may be able to help with the procurement of those things.
So, you're native from here, right?
No,
But you spend a lot of time here?
that is correct.
These fire hand thingies that wander around, are they going to go after the ship at all?
I've never floated in a ship, I have no clue. But yes, probably.
Good to know.
I mean, what would you do if somebody came into your house and started kicking around or floating through the place?
I'd be pretty impressed. Like, floating's not just something anybody can do.
I'd attack it.
I can gate us down.
Oh, gate.
Their gear was going to jump, but okay.
Let's just
Lower
take him
ropes,
down.
too.
We have ropes and feather fall and all kinds of things, guys.
You do, yeah.
Take the ether cycles out.
Yeah, we'll just take the ether cycles.
Oh.
I mean, are we trying to halo jump it? I thought we were at least trying to walk in, like civilized people.
So how far away? Like, is it going to take us 30 minutes to walk?
If you are going to rappel down, you can get close enough where there's like a kind of flat landing where you can just rappel down. You can't land the ship and then walk in, or if you want to land on the side of the mountain, that's up to you.
repel?
What would
Yeah,
what would
I
I
think we can
advise?
just repel
would
down
would I
on
would it
some
be
rocks.
safer? Would the ship be safer in the mountains nestled away, more hidden? Let's not do the mountains. Let's just repel down. I can get that.
It should fly
Yeah,
by itself.
Yeah,
keep the
Gimbal will
ship
be
in
able
the
to
air.
keep it floating. We'll be fine.
Okay. Yep, let's go. Repel.
Okay, so as you bring the ship closer, you feel it slowing down, almost, coming to a full stop. You're kind of hovering, suspended above this large stone archway. It's with large iron doors that are covering the front of it, and it's around the archway is fine crafted stonework. Does anybody read Dwarvish?
Dwarvish.
I do.
Okay.
I don't.
I do.
Okay.
You
So
also got your hat too. You could probably
yeah,
read it
in
for you.
Dwarven script.
Oh yeah. Correct.
Old Brig.
Yeah, that's right. Around it, it's finely chiseled deep, and it's sort of inlaid with gold and a shimmery red substance that's under that you could see it from underneath the gold plating. It's it's sort of in the bevels of all the script, and it says, "Work will set you free."
Set you free.
They rely and sprout upon the spill.
One thing that you would like to take away is that they pride themselves on their work. You would get far to appreciate their craftsmanship in this place, as you are all different looking. It's not going to be easy for us.
I would make myself look like a dwarf.
And I just kind of Goliath.
Okay.
Like a minor, and I like my appearance and everything is like that. Og.
They don't have any special issues with a kobold and a lizard? Or a tiefling?
I'm screwed no matter where I go.
The idea is to try to avoid detection, and I can mostly get us through safely, but it's going to take everything you don't do. That means chill. And just shh.
We have to sneak in?
You have to just do as I say. Dwarves and Durgar are not friendly to outside people. Trust me, they live in the mountains for centuries. Upon centuries upon centuries. It's their home, like the Flying Hands.
I got away with people. I'm not worried.
Brad's gonna cast disguise self and look like a very Brad dwarf.
So we've got at least 2 dwarves in the party now. We're good.
You're being a
gnome?
dwarf
Yeah,
too.
dwarves and gnomes are usually pretty fun.
They're not so bad.
Yeah, Alvin's like, I'm not even the least bit concerned.
Look less pretty.
How?
Wait, you're talking crazy now.
Look. Okay, fine.
You
So-
don't change this and you don't change this. I mean, that's...
As we
It's
walk
a
up,
thing.
do I recognize like anybody?
Let's see.
Can I use investigation or perception, perhaps?
Currently, you see no one outside.
Easy way to enter.
Well, it's a large door, but as you get closer, you see one of those smaller little openings and a little knocker.
All right. I'm going to go up and knock, customarily to the door of knocks.
Above you, there are 2 large rectangular slats, and they flip open. And looking up, you see these 4 sets of eyes look down at you. Goes, "Hi, what do you want?"
It's me, Og, and I've got friends that want drink and need to visit some shops.
Tell them to go bugger off.
No,
Doors are closed for a reason.
they're closed because it's a door into the mountains. Everybody knows it, and just let us in.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah, it ain't no good. 8.
Oh, wait.
I
How do you manage an 8?
I cast a friends on him.
No, not again.
I cast friends on him as a dwarf.
As a dwarf, so
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, I don't want to talk to him anymore. He looks over.
You let us in right now.
I thought we were friends.
Listen!
Oh, you're
intimidating him.
Son.
Intimidation.
completely flabbergasted by this cat.
So he altered himself, yeah. So it looks like it worked.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. He goes, all right, hold your horses. And he's just, what's your name?
Rub.
You haven't heard of Rub Rockfist before?
I can't believe you don't know who I am.
I tried to be nice. And he's the bad one.
Grub of Clan Rotfist?
Rockfist.
Rockfist.
You haven't heard of the Rockfist?
Do you know what the Rockfist? Sorry.
Is cooking.
I am. You must be one of them southern dwarves. I don't know. Who are your friends?
This is the incredible Oddlot.
I'm Brad.
They're
Dwarf.
incredible, renowned throughout many realms.
I'm Brad the dwarf.
I'm still intimidating. I'm just angry. How dare you even
I got a job to do.
Well, you're doing a terrible job at it.
And he looks over and you see him whisper to some of the guys. Make perception checks.
Mm-hmm.
I used that.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Feeling the oof on that one.
Ooh,
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
that's a part 2 plus
Terrible.
perception. 6.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
12.
A 2.
Dirty 20.
3 minus 1.
Yeah, that's really more for initiative.
12.
12.
22.
Pardon?
22. Yep.
We got our sales tonight.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's not even
so,
worth writing down. Oh my God.
Alvin and Ander, you get the snippets of this conversation. And he looks like, do you guys know any of these rock fists? But maybe we should just put away the flame cannons. Let's just give him a minute, okay? And the guy comes back out of you. What's your business?
We're buying stuff, I said.
Restock. Yeah.
What do you do? Be specific. What are you here to buy? Says another one.
Hello, these guys.
Equipment for our incredible airship.
Look at you funny, like disbelieving.
I told them that you have the finest craftsmanship, and they wanted to come here and see for themselves.
Make persuasion check.
Can I make a deception check?
Deception check, sure.
Brad wants to buy some beer.
And I
Lots
said it
of
was,
beer.
A guy on the right hand side goes, "We got plenty of that."
20 dirty.
Okay. And he says, "How long do you plan to stay?"
Yeah, I'll pipe in. Only as long as we have to.
How long? Are you a couple days, a fortnight? Come on, give me something specific.
3 days. Okay, I'm metagaming really quick. 3 days.
It depends on how quickly you can gather the rare materials we need for our ship.
I'm not in charge of rare materials.
Then we don't have an answer.
4 days, and we will need to come back. If we need more time, I will be here.
All right. So now that you're getting partway through customs, there is a surcharge. So on your way through, please deposit 1 gold each in the treasure chest onto your right, and you may proceed to the next checkout and get your paperwork.
Let's go.
Like, this is normal.
Normal. Normal. Just
This is not my fault.
Yeah.
Is that to come into the city every time, or is that for the one time?
It's
4
a
days?
toll right now. I'm just paying.
You'll see.
Trust, just pay the toll.
All right, 1 gold.
Okay, so the door is open.
Can I sleight of hand not pay?
I was thinking
make a
about
sleight
that,
of
but I'm
hand
like, I'm
check.
not Ned. I'm not Ned. I gotta.
25.
What?
25.
You put in a copper instead. What do you do?
Oh, okay. You rolled it with advantage.
Okay.
I just, when he goes to throw his in, I just behind him, act like I do it, and I don't.
Yeah, you just make a clank noise.
You don't get ahead by paying the gold every
So-
time you walk in.
So there's these huge iron doors open up and they push inward. You hear the scraping of the iron on the stone floor with a sound. Inside, you see a long row of red crystals that are large, that emanates this reddish light that goes all the way down through the hallway. It's easily 80 feet tall, arch-shaped, and it goes all the way, but it's still relatively narrow, maybe 25, 30 feet wide. There is a treasure chest on the right with two duergar. One that has an eye patch over his left eye, flattened white hair, kind of grizzled beard, and he looks at you. He goes, just points to the box, and the other one is another duergar, equal height, but with a this kind of large, kind of straight handlebar mustache and a little pointy beard. They're both wielding axes, and they look like to be part of the guard. They have insignia that is very unique to this area. And as you guys pass through, most of you chip your coins in. Wax kind of goes real quick behind. Who are you marching behind?
Tyrio.
True. No. And you manage to at least fool them, and you walk on through. As you walk down the center aisle here, there is another kind of barricade, and there is a dwarf there, a dwarf woman with a long brunette ponytail, green eyes, armor. She's got a notepad. She's writing, okay, now all of you, for you, and she goes and hands you all a piece of paper. And this is essentially your passport for your duration of the city. Maximum term, 4 days. And after that time, you are required to leave. As she explains. Yes.
Detect magic?
Not magical.
Okay.
Are we allowed to reapply?
Well, perhaps you have to find out. You have to leave first and come back in.
Charming.
Yeah, I just messily stuff mine into whatever fake
Just
clothing I
From
put on.
like
Yeah. Yeah, just
squish.
crumple it up into a pocket.
Cool.
So I was gonna slide his into his little Sune's Bible thing.
Would my
Roll
history?
mine up
Can I
and
roll a
eat.
history to see if that's the case? Like if I've done? I mean, I must have done that before. I've been here before.
Yeah. This is standard protocol.
So yeah, if we were to want to come back, we easily can just by coming back and paying the gold.
Well,
Usually.
Maybe.
Unless, of
have,
course, we caused ruckus and they wanted to kick us out after 4 days.
Yeah.
High probability.
So there's only 50-50 chances that's
Right, yeah.
Higher.
That's exactly it.
We just got here. I'm putting it at 50-50 for now.
Put it
It goes up.
80-20.
It goes up with each successive person we encounter.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. So, where is my notes? Sorry, looking for notes. There it is. So as you get through your next entrance, the tunnel begins to shrink and get smaller and smaller and smaller until it's about 10 feet tall. Just enough for a Goliath to get through, essentially maybe 8 foot, and it gets progressively a little more narrow to about 15, maybe 10 feet wide. This winds around and it goes down to a staircase. You start walking down, kind of spirals and turns, and suddenly you open up to a large cavernous spot underneath the mountain, maybe 400, 500 feet under the mountain already. And you see a city, awash in red and purple glow from the gems above. You see dwarves and Duergar walking side by side, almost single file through the town, carrying carts, buckets, full of their wares. Some are carrying ore, and some people are carrying pails of water. Everyone is coming and going in a very orderly fashion. The architecture is a weird mix of traditional dwarven architecture, which is usually very homely, very welcoming, with interesting faces that are smiling, or dragons, or gargoyles that are usually on the cornices of these buildings. But the rest of the buildings, the rest of it is very intimidating, very imposing. Like, it's oppressive in their presence. It's much like being in front of like a giant wall that you can't see the end of. And you find yourself, and there's also like these large cylindrical pieces of wood, not wood, so stone, that carry all the way up to the top of the mountain. There is, looking down, this is what appears to be a poorer section. This is, as you know, the upper Yotarsek.
Yotarsek?
Yep. It is a section of laborers, miners, local people, low-end shops, and if you go down, there's the upper. Oh, I'm sorry, the upper Yotarsek, lower Yotarsek. Then there's the Prossum Corner and the Gamgrass Center. You see this spread out all across this cavernous section of underneath the mountain. And off in the distance, near Gamgrass Center, you notice that the buildings are still very intimidating, very imposing, but they have a cleaner texture to them. There's more care. The streets are a little wider. People wear finer clothing. Other than that,
What's the other section after Gamgap?
The Prossum Corner.
And what's that like?
That is typically the section for heavy crafts, mines, ores, the other smelting, other kinds of really industrial kind of craftsmanship.
In the lower Yotarsek?
Yeah, that's a place of what is it? That's where
like middle class?
It's also aristocrats.
Okay.
Yeah, the wealth distribution is not exactly even here. So there tends to be a pool of people who have a lot of money, and then wealth and status power, and then everybody else.
Okay.
Several of the Duergar are looking around at you. They just kind of eyeball you suspiciously. Particularly the Thurkir, the Bard.
Good day, hello.
Keep walking. And then
I've seen this in the book.
Yeah, same thing with the Tyrael. They regard you with deep suspicion.
I should have covered my ears.
It's nice to be normal for once.
Snow's just admiring the craftsmanship and for the statues and details that put in the buildings and whatnot.
Okay.
Say, Wax, question.
Yes.
Dwarves and Durga together. How does that work?
Well, I think. Please remember to call me Og.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Just for now. And I would probably think exactly like this lot works. I mean, you and you, and you and you, and you, and you, all in the same. It's just on a smaller scale.
We are all sea turtles.
That is accurate.
You got that?
So, in actually, I see that you're not understanding, so I'm going to, let me explain it like this. Can I don't really know the background of the Duergar, why these people are intermixing, and it's okay. Should I roll like history or knowledge, or?
Sure.
So you.
Well, I mean, you know. I mean, yeah, if you want, you know it though. Okay. Excuse me. When the Twilight Shapers and the Drake Brewers split, they had the rift in under the mountain. The Twilight Shapers did manage to forge an alliance, mostly through marriage and some other politicking, with the Duergar below them. So once they had that, they were able to drive out the rest of the Drake Brewers from this area and take over the rest of the mining operations below, which include a access to a mineral called Ruby Sobero, which is said to have
Silvera?
Ruby Sobero.
Silberl.
Soberyl.
Yep.
Fantasy names, man.
Yeah.
So Ruby Soho.
Silvera.
And this ore is valuable because it is rare. It is. They believe it is part of what is on top of the mountain that is always ever burning. So it's still they're waiting to test it out, and they are also looking for to see what other kind of magical properties it does contain. Maybe it is remnants of a dead god.
Like that, you said. Okay.
I knew Anolo Duergar time as part of the Drake Brew clan.
Wait, so the Drake Brews, you were driven out?
Yes.
You're still welcome.
But I change. So, I mean,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
minor-wise, yes. Not all of the Drake Brew got pushed out either. I mean, there's some here and there who survived. But they're nothing like what it was.
And they're allowed to be citizens and whatnot.
I wouldn't call them that.
Well, because of the rift.
For the best
The rift, like the fight between the people, it's
Yeah.
this gem. And then, I mean, there's other things that
We can't get into right now.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't say anything stupid.
Well, I told you to still be typical. All of you.
So
Don't play our typical and stupid.
I don't think you've known us long enough to know what's typical for us. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Maybe a little more guidance.
As you guys make your way down through the city streets, you come to sort of like a town square. There's taverns, there's residential places, but off in the middle you hear, hey, you hear this grumbling, this fighting, I'm gonna rip your beard off! And suddenly you see two Duergar just grow enormous. And then one guy picked up a little dwarf and says, I'm gonna fucking pound you in. And then you hear whistles, and so you hear, guard, guard, guard! The Duergar shrink again, and everybody bolts.
Everybody bolts?
Yeah.
Like, everybody in the whole area runs away?
Yeah.
I run away too.
Andrew said
Yeah.
so much without uttering a word. It was amazing. I was just watching. That was great.
When you say they grow, like how big?
They grew to the size of an Etten. They became a large creature.
Okay.
They do that.
They do that?
They do that.
I did not know that.
The Duergar do, yeah.
Yeah. As I run away, I'm going to be like, it's the fuzz! Cheese it!
I'm gonna use minor illusion to make it look like I'm just a rock.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like duck down and whoop.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'd
Other folks?
cheese it too. I mean, if that's what we're doing, I'm stealthing.
What?
Sorry.
We just got here.
Everybody ran away.
Do like the locals.
He's
When
right.
in Rome.
He ran.
All right.
That's what ran.
Following Og. Og?
19.
Are you
No.
still a rock?
Yeah,
Are you
19.
staying there?
Yeah, like I just like moved off to the side and just
How big is the rock?
Big as him.
it's
Alvin.
about Alvin sized.
Oh, so Brad can't hide behind it. Okay, Brad.
I mean,
yeah,
I can
Brad.
only do a 5 foot square anyway, so I mean it's yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to hide nearby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a stealth check.
Their gear will hide.
Brad's hiding
So-
too.
I'll do that.
17.
That
Oh
one.
boy. You nat
Brad
one
is
done
doing
your
it
hiding.
bad. Brad does try to hide behind your rock.
Hey Brad, how's it going?
So, Andrew, you managed to find a sort of an alleyway that's dark enough, and you can kind of still get a visible look at the center of town. Behind a barrel, you just blend into the shadow. You just kind of just slink in, and you crouch down, and I mean you kind of you're real low. You're just gone. Anyone else trying to stealth?
Yeah, I did.
Well,
Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, I guess
So
I
we're
go
still
for like
away?
a stall
Yeah,
and just
I-
try and look as chill as possible.
Okay.
alright.
So
Since he's stealthing away, I'm gonna follow with.
Just
I
kind
didn't-
of duck and run and hide.
It was a spur of the moment decision.
18.
Okay. So, is that a 13?
Yeah.
Okay. 13 to 12. So Snow, despite you being glittery and white in this dark area, you managed to like pull your hood up, your cloak, and you duck behind a cart that's full of weird gnarled apple things. And it kind of smells very fragrant. And you guys, when you're rushing off, you make a little too much noise, and you realize that some of the other guards are aware of which way you went. Same thing with you, Wax.
Oh.
Okay.
And I'm doing minor illusion, so
Yeah.
so I'm just like a crate that I've seen on the way in,
Mm.
and I'll just be
Get a
that.
solid snake it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So, from the from below, and coming from the western side, you see these two lines of regimented dwarves and Duergar mixed. They all wear like this sort of black steel kind of breastplates, and all of their weapons are of the similar metal. Some carry axes, some carry spears, some are wearing short swords, and at the front of them is notes. You see a large, imposing bulk of a dwarven woman who is about as wide as she is tall. She wears a silver breastplate with chiseled abs, and sorry, she is beefy. And let's see here. You see her face has got scars and other cuts and bruises. Her hands are equally gnarled, like her knuckles are swollen from years and years of abuse and use. And or is it? She is Wax. You would recognize her as Gertrude Icejaw.
So, I guess as I see her, hold on a sec. Wait a minute, Gertrude.
Wait a minute.
Gertie Icejaw, is that you?
Are we friendly, familiar, like friendly?
You know who she is.
I know who she is, as in, does she know
What is-
who I am?
No.
What does he know about?
Is she bad business?
Yeah.
Like, do we want to avoid Gertrude?
She's the head of the guard. And she's won every feat of strength in the past 20 years.
Sweet.
Hurdy-gurdy.
Ooh.
Is she more of like a domineering woman who gonna take no prisoners, or is she okay with me?
Well, I'll put it this way: she's good friends with Barrack Ash River. And
What do I remember?
Yeah.
Yes, I do have that. Yes, right.
And,
Okay.
you also know her to be egotistical, never back down from a fight.
Right.
No, you're all you're all set. She's all
Scattered.
I'm just gonna sit back and kind of see what she's doing.
You think, right? So the guard comes in, stops, looks around. She points. Two guys come trucking after towards you.
I'm in a box though.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
But in that
towards your direction, towards his Wax's direction, as well as Tyrael. Because you guys went together, right?
Well, not necessarily together, but I mean, I'm like a 6 foot tall demon person with a tail, so I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm not hiding too well.
Yeah. So they go and they stop right near you. They put their spears. One guy puts his hand and goes, and you hear this ching, 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 and you hear like this woman just walking towards you, Tyrael.
Okay.
And she looks down at you. She goes, "What's your business?"
Well, everybody ran after.
Shut up!
Oh.
Oh.
Get in the center.
Okay.
Boys, tie him up.
Oh, love it.
And what's it? Who else?
I rolled a nat 1.
You net.
I'm
Okay.
giggling
ready.
in my box. At
Okay.
This point.
You're
After he-
giggling?
Oh yeah, after he gets tied up.
You said Barvin, right? Was the guy that she?
Barrack Ash River.
Barrack Ash River.
You, funny man! And you see one of the dwarves reach through the box and pull you out.
Yeah, I'm gonna levitate so that I don't weigh anything for him.
He tries to put you down, but you just lets go. You just kind of floating around in space.
Are you still a dwarf?
Yeah, I look like a dwarf.
This one's weird.
I don't know what's happening.
Grab him, tie him up, put him in the center. You get lashed and tied. You're like a little balloon now.
Brad's going to drop his disguise self. He doesn't want to be captured as a dwarf.
Oh, I see. We got funny business here. Oh, we got. You see Gertrude just walk up to you, look you square. She's shorter than you. She looks you up in the face, and as she speaks, you smell her breath, which is just laced with onions and like mushrooms and like a mold, like there's a dead tooth in her mouth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Brad's gonna hit on her.
Okay. What do you?
When in doubt, flirt it out, right? So Brad's just gonna be like, "Wow, I'm really impressed with how well you control these other guardsmen. That is like a really admirable feat for such a strong, beautiful woman like yourself."
Oh my god. I don't know if this is deception or persuasion.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Brad is earnestly admiring her ability on some level, but he's also deceptively like, so it's your call, whichever one you want.
Whatever one's higher for you.
Sweet. Oh, God. I'm gonna... no, that's fine. I'll take it. Sure.
I'm mugging it for a
I
second.
rolled a 2.
Oh,
so...
yes.
But I'm gonna live with this.
I was about to say, so Brad did go to Bard College? But
You look really great, vomits.
It's a 10.
It's a 10. Which skill?
Persuasion?
Persuasion? Good. All your charms are not gonna work on me. And she actually punches you in the gut.
Oh!
You take 1 point of damage, and you feel the wind knocked out of you. You double over. He goes, "Oh, you little namby-pamby, die him up too. Where's the other one? Oh, that guy. You."
Right. So this obviously went poorly.
Poorly. This isn't a fight yet.
But let me ask. Did you, Dully, and Bori ever get that, they ever get that drinking competition? Because this lot right here would be great for it.
Oh, you're spitting out a lot of names you think you know.
I think I definitely know. In fact, look at this lot, and I'm actually taking them so that they can spend a bit of their coin over in their shops.
I'll just be floating in my dwarf balloon. I'll be like, I can drink a lot.
You can.
Yeah, I just imagine him like he had like these kind of like whiskery, there's a beard thing going on, like you got green eyes, you're like, ah!
Like the craziest dwarf you've ever seen.
Enchantment.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Now I'm picturing it too. Like,
I just want
like it looks like a normal beard, but then whiskers.
That's my attempt at a help.
Oh, that's a help?
If he needs it.
A help action
Okay.
for.
Make a persuasion check with advantage. Then.
Or it's not deception. It's definitely persuasion. With advantage? Noise. Oh, look at that! Look at this! You see that one? And then look at that 20.
Observe this. In fact,
Look at the little one and a nat 20. I got a nat fail and a nat 20. Yeah.
That's wild.
What's the probability on that?
I don't know.
it's
That's
How about
5%
get
of
me a
5%.
statistician?
How about get me that roll to succeed?
Yeah. Okay.
What's that adjusted though? I just want to know.
What?
What's your
What's the
total?
20
Oh,
adjusted?
with the
What's
persuasion.
total?
So persuasion's no bueno for me. What's better is deception, but persuasion is +6. So it would have been a 26.
Okay, that's
But
Persuasion is no
deception-
bueno at a +6.
Deception's +10.
Oh dang.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
No, sleight of hand's 13. So it's dumb.
Okay.
Okay. I see. Where is
Mr. Good Stats over here.
That's Mr. Stowe.
Mr. Goodstead.
Mr. Stowe.
The Dooley and Bori they've been at odds, but it would be nice to have a good old-fashioned drinking competition around here, wouldn't it, again?
That's what they always said. I suspect they've never gotten around to it then.
Well, as far as I understand... Jesus, wrong accent.
I can't do the Irish. I can't do it. I wish I could.
They haven't gotten around to it? No, there's some fools in the way. Some guy who has paperwork. And, see, these documentations are awful. Wrong accent.
Who is it? That was Frostmill, right? Yeah.
She nods. Yeah. And she strokes her chin. You can see that, like, part of her jawline is actually ice blue. All the way around.
Ooh. How does that happen? That's cool.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, no, I would, actually, probably.
Well, so you're here to see Dooley then to make sure we get the drinking competition.
Well, not just that. I told you they want to spend
You
some
said drinking
coin.
competition. Okay, so you're gonna do
That's
that.
enough. Yeah. Okay. We can do that. Right. I mean, we want to do it.
I'm tied up in the middle of town. I'm down for drinking.
Well, yeah. I guess you're gonna have to let him go though. He's good for it.
Brad was gonna buy beer anyway. This sounds like fun.
Still let him preach to you.
Me?
Right. Okay, that'll be from you lot. That'll be 400 gold.
For what?
Wait.
You heard me.
Why? I gotta get 400 gold.
Oh,
and
you can spend the rest of your time here down in the cells if you like.
Come on.
Oh, we could put you to work in the mines.
That's hardly honorable.
Are you
Oh,
saying
honor
that?
doesn't go very far down here, dear.
You're saying that because I'm a Goliath?
I'm saying that because you stink.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I guess pay him. I ain't got 400.
Surely 400 gold's a little steep. Or maybe we could organize something.
You feel your
drinking?
horns being pulled back, and your jaw thrust to the sky as your neck gets jolted backwards by one of the dwarves.
I'm just gonna. I want to use a message to talk to Tyrion. I guess. Be like, I don't have that much money.
We do, but I don't want to spend it.
Anything else? You guys jumping in, or?
Surely there's something we can do to help you guys out with something to not pay 400 gold.
Brad tries to make eye contact with the dwarven lady and winks really.
As he says that?
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh God.
Me or Tyrael?
Okay, like you're trying to help him. Okay, so you can, you'll make it with just a straight persuasion check.
Trying to help.
All right.
I'm trying to help.
God.
21.
I'm so glad I didn't help for officially.
Or actually, wait a minute. This is a charisma check?
Yeah.
Well, it would just be
check,
pure.
persuasion.
It's persuasion.
Well, it's a charisma-based check, right?
Yeah. You're gonna have whatever.
Okay, so
If you're proficient in it, it adjusts.
yeah. Well, I've got a double on my proficiency from something in Favored Soul.
Oh, nice with persuasion.
Yes.
Beautiful.
So 8 plus 1. Math. Sorry.
Right.
Sorry, I'm derping.
Double the proficiency would be 6.
27.
3.
Okay.
27.
Oh, wow.
She goes, oh, we've got the lively one here. We got a talker. So, she comes. You hear stomp over to you. How far are you willing to go?
Look, miss.
She leans down. You see this bulk of woman just eclipsing all white in front of you.
Look, miss. I literally just walked in here, and first thing that happened is I get tied up. I'm willing to please.
She smirks. She steps away. She goes, "He's not bad. Make his bonds tighter."
Oh God, she's that kind of dwarf.
Oh dear.
No, I'm kidding. Cut him loose. If I'll be taking 300 gold now, and I'll be checking in on that drinking competition.
If we win the drinking competition, do we get the gold back? Or is there a prize? What's the competition for?
Well, I think if Dooley has his way, he has a ring up for reward.
Is the ring worth over 400 gold?
I would say so.
Okay, that's not as bad. One of us is bound to win, right? I mean...
Yes. Statistically speaking, if they've never been able to do it. The problem isn't assembling this drinking game, it's dealing with the frost people face. Frost mail.
Frost face people.
Gotta deal with the people who are going against having the competition at all.
We're saving no getting beer festival.
Well, that's part of it. You guys got in your shenanigans. We
Having
haven't
a
talked about
carouse, having a big carouse in an attempt to rescue Nolo is kind of poetic. I'm just saying.
Oh,
It is kind of his thing.
It's kind of his thing.
Alright, so I'll just fork over.
You have 400 gold?
Apparently I have
300
697
We
showing around.
negotiated.
It's 300 now. Yeah, you negotiated down.
Well, thank you. She hands it out. It's like, this will feed me animals for another week or two. Thank you. And she puts it in her coin. She goes, okay, boys, out.
Okay, I get it out.
Miss. It just lets go. You start floating.
Oh, okay. I'll stop floating away.
Hold up. Can I ask you one last thing? Do you know of any blacksmiths who would do a large custom order?
Well, some of the finest blacksmiths are down here. It might be you stumble around one.
And anybody for like shipbuilding? I know it's a mountain. But...
No.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I was gonna say they probably don't have too many shipwrights here.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Not
maybe
really
somebody
in
who
there.
does like coppering for the halls and stuff like that.
Weird
In a
Jim down at
mountain, I don't know.
24th. He doesn't get much business.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. It's just like amazing to keep that place open.
No. And she's like, no.
Thought I'd ask, but thank you.
And they turn and they leave. And you guys are left in the town square by yourselves.
So
Relax. How'd that go, guys?
Once that ends, we walk back over. Like, sorry about all that.
I'm in a drinking competition.
Well, we're gonna have to get that. But first, we should go find Dully, and perhaps see if he can help us.
Maybe we just see your contact and get the hell out of here, because
Dully.
300 gold pieces is a fortune.
It's already gone. Like, she has it.
Don't forget, it's 301 to get in.
We totally could have, like, used backup to try to, like, talk her down.
Wait, did we get?
You know.
We bought into a drinking competition and we're not gonna go drink?
Yeah, it's confusing, right?
My profession, it's just good to say what you need to get out of where you are.
I'm forgetting
Thanks for being a
into
good
where
guy.
we are.
No, not in the face. My name's not Nolan.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Sorry.
Pull that from your head and just replay that sentence.
I had to do it. It's right there.
Yeah, it does. I'm glad I hit you though. That's right.
I said it.
Anyway.
Oh my god.
Right, so, follow me. We should get moving now.
Okay. So as you follow Wax, you see people start to come back out. People are peering out through their windows, looking down on you guys. As you're going through the city and descending, he says that the buildings are rising up around you as you go down further. They're kind of stacked on each other like tenement housing. And you meander through the curving pathways of this underground city. And you get down to a blacksmithing region. And there's hammering, there is some smoke, there is a smell of fire and cinder and ore. There's weirdly no smoke. And like these large sort of conical bits of stone mountain that go all up to the ceiling, you see like little dots of rivulets and little puffs of smoke coming out of them. So, and Wax leads you down to a large double storefront, which with a flattened stone. There's a wooden signs on each. On the left side, it says "In got this," and on the right side, it says "or else."
In got this or else.
They each have separate door entrances, and the storefront is clean. The windows are clean. Relatively, they're taken care of. And Wax, which one are we going to lead them into?
So listen, how this works. They're brothers. Ingot this and or that. Wait, yeah, Ingot this or that or else is run by Dully and Bori Laragut.
Large gut.
Large gut. Laragut. What the heck? Large gut. They're both quirky, but these people are okay. Don't stare at the prosthetic hands.
Plural?
Each.
No.
You'll see.
Okay.
What's to
You'll
stare
see.
at?
Right. Sorry. No. And then we're gonna go. Let's go into. I guess I gesture to go into Dully's first.
Okay. So as you open the door for Ingot this. Ingot. I-N-G-O-T.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Ingot.
thinking.
Yeah. And then or is O-R-E.
Yep. Yay!
I was
going to
ask
Yeah.
That pun works better in print. I'm sure.
Yeah, cheap puns. I'm sorry.
No, apologize for nothing.
It's
we
great.
love them.
I'm giving us another inspiration.
As punishment for
Yes.
punishment points.
Now, if we made that a precedent, then he would get so many dice.
Yeah, we'd have all
Do it.
I mean,
we're good.
I would also be a purveyor of inspiration
Okay.
dice. Let's Get Kraken was perfect last night.
Oh, man.
So as you walk into Got This, the doorbell on top is go ding ding. It's a nice little even chime. Something you would probably hear from a city above, maybe from Cliffnall or from one of the cities of Etis. A fine silvery chime, and it in the storefront itself, in the center there's a large black anvil that looks like it's been dusty, has not been used in a while. But around it there's a small silver chain, looks like it's like a barrier of some kind. Then along the sides there are two long tables running the length of the building. On the tables there are shields and helmets and bracers and gloves and other bits of armor. On the walls you see suits of armor made out of that shiny black steel that you saw the guards wearing. And all the way back you see an older dwarf, old as far as dwarfs go, wrinkled skin, and he is bald and with pinkish skin, even for being underground. And he's got a large white fan beard, like this sticks way out, and just like fans out all the way. You see bits of like dust and ore like stuck in it, and stuff like that. And his eyes have this light gray color, and he has a right hand that's been lopped off, but in place of it is a prosthetic that is metallic, but has this kind of light blue hue to it around all the way. It kind of comes up to his arm and then stops.
Is it fingers and stuff, or is it?
Yeah, it's a pulse appendage. It's a legitimate working hand. You see him. He's looking down. With his prosthetic hand, he's just going to town, picking at his nose.
Oh, lovely.
He looks up. Oh, Oog! Good to see you. And he wipes his finger on the desk.
Oh.
Dolly.
I press the digitate.
I go, Dolly, how's the hand?
Still working. Glad you asked. I just want to bet with it. It's great.
Oh, well, how are the tables running you?
Well, so. I'm a little bit ahead.
A little bit down.
No.
Okay.
But anyway, so what brings you guys around? Who are your friends? You guys are kind of ugly.
We get that a lot.
Andrew, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
My friends are.
Who?
You remember the lot I ran with way back when?
How far back? Like way back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a bit of this and a bit of that is happening, and quite frankly, we crossed paths, but they were with an old friend of mine, and we're now both investigating some stuff happening down at the festival fields.
Well, that's just because you're just bad at your job.
Well, I don't say you're bad at your job, but I guess that's evident with the prosthetic.
Oof. He blinks at you, and he goes, ha ha! I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
And that's when the DM attacks the player.
Wow.
Sorry, Internet.
Immersion.
That was one enthusiastic table flap.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Okay. So I was like, that's a good one. You got me there. And we're gonna take a break. I need to get some composure. I'm sorry. Okay, we'll come back and we'll talk to Julie Large.
Make sure the camera still works.
Perfect.
Yeah, let's double check everything. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
We'll be right back after these messages.
So after Julie looks at you, he goes, oh, it's good to see you. What can I do for you?
Well, so listen, we just got back from terrible place. All kinds of, I'm sure you've heard of it, the Festerwolf Field.
Oh yeah, that hellhole. What'd you go there for?
Well,
everyone knows that place is overrun with aberrations and abominations and all kinds of weird stuff. Hey, check out this harp. I made it.
It's a great harp. Listen, let's stick to task. Remember? Uh-huh. So, you said all kinds of stuff and everybody knows about it. So how about you just give us a bit of an education on it?
Why?
Well, again, I told you about my friend who went, we used to go back, way back. Remember us? Me and Danolo and
Yeah.
Right.
What a gorgeous harp.
Oh, thank you.
Can I see it?
Sure.
Listen.
It's not. It's actually it's a big iron harp with strings of. It's not actually strung.
Oh.
You can't actually play it.
It's probably like
art?
steel cables.
It's a piece. It's an iron harp.
Yeah, as he puts his fingers across it, I make it make sound. I make it.
Holy shit!
That's our bard.
Oh, you are good.
He's like, give me the. Fix it. He's like, I know you. Okay. Well played. Hey, what, you want to buy it?
I do, but there's so much to see here. I don't know if I could keep this thing safe.
Why don't you check out the shield? He goes over. He pulls out a small buckler from behind the from his desk. Oh hell no! It's a shield.
That's bad.
Oh, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Well, they are quite
Okay.
fancy.
Well, okay, for you.
So anyway, we just need some information on the place.
The festival.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows most about it?
Well, you're probably gonna have to go talk to Barrick. He and his wife, they're kind of the lore masters around here. But getting in to see him, good luck.
Well, what about getting him to see us?
I don't follow.
Well, see, I see it one way. We go to him.
He walks away. He goes over to the other side of his shop. He starts looking at one of the gauntlets. Yeah, does this look okay?
Looks great.
He puts it down.
Can we get him to come to us?
I don't think so.
Why?
He's busy.
We're busy. He's got a magic shield, for God's sakes. We're not just peasants.
He walks over to the front of his shop. And it looks like he starts cleaning the window.
I like this guy.
Me too. He's kind of fun. You know what? You never really knew anything anyway. I'm just gonna go over and talk to your brother. Is he over next door?
Yep.
Alright, great. I'm gonna talk to Bory then.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
Wait, so why did we talk to this guy if he doesn't know anything?
Because he does, but he hates his brother sometimes.
Oh, so his brother is the one that's actually, like, useful and this guy's not?
Oh, what I'm doing is I'm playing the two. And I'm gonna get the information. Maybe.
Are there any arrows on there?
No.
Arrowheads?
No.
Is it all just like
It's all armor.
all armor?
Armor, shields, defensive stuff.
And does he have like just stores of ingots, like just metal bricks?
Oh yeah, they're actually like above the counter. There is just like a little case of ingots that he's got from around the cinder spine, tucked away under glass. Yeah.
These two, they just kind of go at each other sometimes, and it's good to pit them against each other, at least maybe when they're not thinking about it. But then make them think about it.
Oh.
Go to Bori.
Okay. So as you go into the shop, it smells of, there's a mineral ore, but it's kind of masked by a heavy smell of like turnip and beef.
Turnip and beef.
Yeah. And similar to Ingot this, there's a large anvil in the center with a chain around it. And also there's the long tables. On these tables there are daggers, there are axes, there are swords, short swords, long swords, scimitars, all kinds of stuff on the walls. A lot of it is still that black steel stuff that you guys noticed from the guards. And at the back, a similar counter, looking, kind of scowling at you guys. And also, there's also a display case above him of a reddish ore that kind of swirls around above you. It is Bori Largegut, Dooley's twin brother, and he has a large gray mohawk that sticks, about half as tall as he is, which is probably about 2 feet tall. He has wrinkled pinkish skin, gray eyes, and huge white mutton chops just down the side, like almost down to his shoulders, just like this bush all the way down. And his left hand is prosthetic, very similar to his twin brother. And he looks up at you and goes, "Hey."
Boy,
Nods.
your brother's having a hard time staying on task.
Well, he shouldn't have fucking opened his mouth.
You stop opening your mouth and let me finish.
No.
And he won't let me.
No. He didn't lose his kids.
So here's the thing.
You lost your kids.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Shut up.
You have your brother's beard as a haircut.
Him the
Wow.
Oh, cut the tension a little bit.
Later at the apothecary, it's a record amount of steps.
Who the hell is this guy?
Oh, he is Glug Rockfist. Clay Rockfist.
The
Southern
bold.
Mountains.
The brave.
Okay.
So doing his
Flexes in dwarven.
Best dwarf impersonation here.
Why are you in my shop?
You wouldn't let me finish. We're trying to figure out what's going on. Why don't you tell me about your kids?
No.
Why?
I don't want to.
Because?
Did I stutter?
No.
Good.
But you didn't answer.
I don't want to.
Friend, what we're really trying to get to is we've lost one of our friends, our companions. And we are just trying to get him back to us. So we just need as much information as we can gather to find our dear friend Noah.
I know, though, you say. Probably lost in the minds of my sons.
No. We're not entirely sure where he is. Perhaps.
What mines did you lose your kids in?
The ones down below, ever since the Shapers have and the Duergars have gotten together, Clan Ash River and what's the other one? Sorry, Clan Blackwrath. Sometimes people go missing or tunnels collapse without explanation. We try and get them, can't seem to find them.
You suspect all what?
As far as I know, they're alive. Buried under rubble, maybe, trapped someplace.
How long's it been?
50 years.
Wait, you can survive trapped in rubble for 50 years?
I don't know what else to believe.
The tunnels are vast. In this area, these tunnels run deep.
Do you have, like,
Sick to say,
I don't
yeah.
know, a lock of their hair or anything?
If I had a lock of their hair, I wouldn't be here.
Huh? What?
Listen,
He's a
I
bit
mean-
of a sea turtle. Let's go slow.
If I had some of their hair, I would not be here.
Where
Is your friend...
would you be? Instead. It is lost on him that I was just like, he needs to speak slow. Okay. I'm down for this.
That is so accepting and kind.
He is.
The true hero.
okay, the short of it is,
Stupid.
friend, is that I'm looking for a Nolo. We are. And we don't think he's in the mines, but if we can help you and you give us information about what we're looking for, then I think maybe I can get our friends to agree to it.
Off the table. Didn't we, like, somebody got some information that we did need something that's inside the mountain. We didn't need to find like a sacred place or something, right?
That was the cinder spans, though, the other way. Near Festerfield, wasn't it? Or Festerwolf.
Well, this is Cinder
This
Spot.
is,
You're in the
yeah,
Cinder
that
Spot
is
Mountain.
where we are.
And the magical fire, the fiery gem stuff is like their rare precious gem.
We are
Stuff.
closer than we've ever been to being there.
We need to
Yeah.
find like a weird, almost religion-y looking
altar
altar
temple,
thing
yeah.
with all that stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Nature
we're
of the
in
soul
the right
forage or
mountain
something.
range for that.
Yeah, getting closer.
I thought we had to be over there. Okay.
That is exactly where we went with our airship.
We are in the over there.
Yeah, exactly.
You are in the over there.
Yes.
Okay.
We help you, you help us.
The favor economy that is so pervasive around here.
It's honest.
It is honest. I will give you that. As long as you are good for your word.
I assure you, sir, I know you don't know us, but we are the Oddlot. We are heroes in multiple realms. We've not to play our own harp too much, but we have saved the world on numerous occasions.
Make a persuasion check.
29.
Okay. He looks and he goes, looks around. Well, you are you are true to your namesake, it seems. I don't know how a band you lot all got together, but it must be quite a story.
Oh, I could regale you one night at the pub.
I'm gonna pass. And then you see him kind of immediately start to just well up and almost start crying. Is it? Excuse me. And he goes back behind the counter and he gets a tissue and he grabs his eyes and just blows his nose. And he puts it back. He puts his hands up on the counter. If you can find my sons, I should be able to call it a favor for you. I might be able to get you to see.
Barrick. Is it Barrick?
Barrick.
Tell us what we need to know. Point us in the right direction.
Where were they last?
Brad,
I can make.
No.
Just don't talk.
Brad writes a poem.
Let's start with your son's names.
Okay. Yakon. Yakon.
Okay.
And Ukarin. Ukarin. My two cut down the prime of life. One was right in his middle age. He was getting a nice healthy beard. You know, he was noble and honest and true. And his younger brother here, he was coming along a lot like his mother. And he starts crying. Yeah.
Could we see the lad's wounds? Sometimes when we are looking for people, it helps us to get to know something of them, their tendencies, by examining where they put it.
How? He looks very perplexed by this.
Okay. Well, let's say, for instance, if you were going to catch yourself from falling, I would imagine you would try to use your right.
Mel, this will work just fine.
Ah, but you trust it.
Yep.
Even though
He goes out, he reaches out and grabs a piece of ore and crushes it, and it's all just dust.
See, I haven't seen your notes. I don't know.
Oh,
It's a bit phrasing. Haven't seen your room. I don't know you.
Typical bard.
Walking into that one.
I haven't seen your room.
That's
Gonna make a persuasion. I'm like, you don't know. He's a. You want to be persuaded?
No. What he needs, he can find your son. He can find a hair clipper.
Well, I think I might be able to do it without it if we have time. I might not be able to know and go to where they are, but at this point I'll just drop the disguise self.
I just go back to my normal disguise self of Sit.
it's cool. It's magic.
So
I understand magic, just I don't fucking understand cats.
Who does, bro?
I mean, not in we, but
I'll do the big, like, too big smile. I'll be like, I could, either myself or someone else might be able to enter their train if they still live.
oh yeah, dreams.
What if you just know what they look like? Like if you could have seen them.
So just out of thing. The spell shapes a creature's dreams. Choose a creature known to you as the target of the spell. And then later on it says, if I have a body part, they have disadvantage on the saving throw. So that means I should be able to contact. If I have a body part, then like a nail clipping or lock of hair.
Yeah.
They can make. They make the saving throw with disadvantage. There's a saving throw for.
And so this is the spell Dream, like where you can try to communicate with them.
If they don't, if they just don't want to be out, do they have the option to say what?
To just let you.
Yeah. So okay. The target is asleep. The messenger appears in the dream and can converse with the target. I think you can make the messenger appear as monstrous and terrifying, and then they have a wisdom saving throw. So I'm not attacking them. So I'm not.
Yeah, that's a different usage of that spell.
Yeah.
I have that spell too.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
You can do one brother, and I can do the other brother.
Okay.
So can
Dude looks around and he goes, you guys think you can actually contact them?
We can always try.
We can try, yes.
He walks down to the front of the shop, towards the door, locks it, draws a shade out of the front. Says, come back. He leads you out to the back side of the room, and the first room behind him is a small, like, sitting area, like a dining room / kitchen area. So there's a place where there's a small galley where there is some plates and dishes and a cupboard and a table. It goes back to the next room behind it. There's a small fireplace. There's a chair, a stack of books next to the chair, and then goes back again, and it takes a right, and he leads you into a room with 2 bunk beds. And he goes, yeah, this is where they slept. And there's another set of bunk beds on the right hand side. Very minimal living. Just most of the stuff they have around is just either on them or in some crates and chests and trunks around the room. Yeah. You feel free to look.
Toenail clippings.
Well, I don't need that.
That's only for your.
That's to, if only if I want to hurt them.
Oh.
But I don't.
Isn't that like you could also like use your little box,
What do you mean?
right?
I don't understand.
I'd like to maybe just investigate the room.
Okay.
To see if there's.
Go for it.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
So I'm thinking like, were they into anything too deep, or were they like, did they have communication with somebody, and perhaps we need like a lead on somebody who would have wanted them dead?
You want to find that in this room?
So, like, for example, if they were in cahoots with some bad people and they had maybe an item from said Twilight Shapers,
okay,
does that link them to something?
A letter.
Or a letter of something, yeah.
Journal.
So, like, 31.
What was that?
I got a 19 plus 12.
Oh my gosh. 31?
Wow.
Okay.
Made it fun.
He found ants' pajamas.
You see, kind of looking around, you look under the mat, under the beds, and as you look underneath the lower bunk, kind of tucked away at the back of the wall, there is a piece of paper that's been ripped, and it's like sort of tucked underneath the mattress, kind of moved away, like it was put there out of frustration, out of anger. And you pull it out. Do you read Dwarvish?
Yes.
You do, that's right. It is a reprimand for being drunk on the job and arriving late. It's his third notice. It's the youngest son's third notice.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna keep that.
Your Karen's the youngest.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna pay. Well, yeah. What did your son do for? You said he was in the mines. Does he work in there?
Yeah, like a lot of us do.
Is he in any trouble or anything?
Well, he was, it's kind of a, I don't know, he's my son. I was always at the shop. I don't know if he was in trouble.
Okay.
How close were your sons?
I like to think they were pretty close. I mean, they lived together for over 100 years together. They better understand each other and get along and treat their family with respect. Yeah.
I had a fellow. Was it a brother to me? Tried to kill him. I'm actually wearing his armor.
That's dark.
Yeah.
Dark.
None of your sons probably won't be anything like that. But did they ever fight?
No, those two particularly were always chumming around. Like I never had too much of a word. They were always with each other. They had each other. They looked out for each other. If it were, my oldest son, like he's trying to be one of the guard. He's trying to do his thing and advance in his own way. I mean, I don't know if that's not how we usually do it here, but apparently, because of this new alliance. Old bonds and old traditions have gone by the wayside. It's all weird and new now.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. Are you saying that Yakin was trying to be a god?
No, my oldest son.
Oh, you know another son. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Sam Rouch.
Did you still see him?
He's around. Probably in one of the marching lines of the patrols of the city. And my daughters, they're just like they're spitting image of their mother, but they too, they work in the mines and they do the job.
How many daughters?
My 2 daughters.
Did your daughters and your sons ever end up working in the same spot?
They never mentioned it. Normally, they try to divide the labor a bit, try to keep family members out of the same tunnel in case one collapses, you don't lose your whole family. So they probably put them off in different sections. And since I had, a couple of more sons, they felt okay putting my 2 sons together, my 2 daughters together, imagine.
Did the missing boys, do they have any love interests?
Well, I don't know. I mean, how do you talk about that with kids?
Well, I mean, if it starts to get serious, you might hear wedding bells.
Have you seen this place? There ain't no bells around here.
Metaphorically speaking.
You have a harp.
My brother has the harp.
You're right. Twin. Forgot. Hand is in hair.
Don't talk.
Yeah. Still.
Do they all work for the same company?
There's only one company. I mean, there's kind of subdivisions. There's the heavier mining, which my sons were into. Really trying to penetrate down deeper in the cinder spine. They're going deep for something. A lot of the upper muckety mucks up there feel like there's something really valuable or powerful. That's what my boys kept saying. It's like they come home covered in ore and soot and just grime, and like, Dad, we're getting closer every day, getting closer to something weird and powerful. It's got us all a little creeped out, but it's cold and it's and mucky. That's what they kept saying. It was just mucky.
What kind of ore? Is it
Well,
like this
everyone around here trying to get the ruby stuff, but there's also there's gems, there's emeralds, and there's diamonds. I've seen a few onyxes and opals, and these mountains are rife with gemstones, which is not lost on a lot of our other folk, aristocrats around here who have trade alliances and other things.
How do you feel about this?
So, I could also scry first. Let's see if I could find out where they are in that, or if they're
Oh, you
existing
can locate a
in-
person through trying, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I could scry.
But you have to know them pretty well, right?
No, I don't. I don't have to know them pretty much at all. But since I do have secondhand knowledge of them, this guy.
That's helpful, right?
Yeah.
It increases your chances.
Would it help if you've seen them before?
That would be first-hand knowledge. Yes, it would help.
Maybe like.
And the portrait?
You want a picture?
Excuse me, I think I've got a way. If I could just access maybe your thoughts.
Come again?
So it would be like, I wouldn't be in your head, but I would take what's in your head out and then view it in my head. Or his head.
Make a persuasion check.
I'll help him.
I was going to say, I offered to let him demonstrate on you.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, and I can do that. Okay. Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Yeah.
So, okay, persuasion.
So cool.
Persuasion.
What cantrip is that?
It is very cool, and I'll tell you in a second.
There's some like crazy utility spell combos that we could do
For
here.
arcane
Oh,
trickster
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, you guys have a lot of cool things you can do here.
So, a dirty 20.
Okay. Well, you perform on Ander first, right?
Yeah, well, it's persuasion, so I do it on Ander, right? But I'm persuading him.
What memory did you give him?
Enola.
Oh.
You want to do Enola? Or wait,
Yeah,
what'd you say?
no, let's do Enola.
I'll do him and Enola like, whatever you want.
I was requesting that.
You tell me which one.
Enola.
And I show it to him. Just kind of by...
So you pull out this metallic blue strand of memory out of his temple, and it illuminates this dark area of the room, and it kind of flattens out, almost like a projection of an image of his memory comes to life, and you see Ander walking side by side with Anolo, and that one time when Anolo slid down the trunk of the elephant and landed, and you're playing this in the back. Yeah.
That's what he sees?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then it fizzles and dissipates into like a little glittery kind of...
So can you make an image in...
Yeah, I can. I mean, it's just I can put it out there. So
so it's like TV, memory TV.
So putting you pull memory. Trust the. It appears in an unoccupied space within 5 feet of you as a tiny, weightless, semi-solid object that can be held and carried like a ribbon.
Yeah,
and then it's
a ribbon. Yeah.
Cast while concentrating. Allows you to read and manipulate thoughts. You can transform thoughts. I can transform thoughts. I forgot about that. So holding. I was trying to about so I mean, I guess story wise, it's really cool to see that, but it would be more like everybody would have to.
Put it in. Yeah. So anyway, oh well.
But I got the illusionist bracers, and I can do this at will. So I just
okay. So he sees that, and he's like, oh. He looks at you. Did it hurt?
No.
Okay.
Even if it did, like, we might be able to find your tits.
Yeah, I know.
But it doesn't.
But,
yeah.
Okay, so as you extract the memory, you pull out that blue ribbon, and you give it to Soot.
Yep. So that you have dread.
And so the memory you see.
Well, okay, I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
I'll allow you right in my memory.
It's not right. It's safe. It goes away. Maybe.
You see a moment where the whole family is around the table, and from the visage or the viewpoint of Dooley, you see a long table, his whole family there, his wife at the opposite end, and he looks over and he sees his two deceased sons that he's talking about on his left hand side, talking, sipping ale, clanking mugs, eating legs of mutton. Yeah. And you have a clear image of both of them. One has a long, single braided beard with a little curly Cuban mustache. The other one has a short mustache and a short kind of crop beard.
Okay.
Clarification, you said from the viewpoint of Billy, you mean Roy?
Where are we? The twins.
From the viewpoint of the guy whose memory we're pulling out.
Yeah, Bori. I'm sorry. My bad.
I just want to make sure.
No, you're right. Bori.
Yeah, no, let's scry.
Okay.
I will blow it on my pipe and hold it in, and yeah, that's the target. I will do whatever brother was on like the left.
Okay.
And I have first hand, so they just make a straight wisdom saving throw, or they can choose to fail it if they want to be seen.
Okay.
What happens if they're not
What's the DC?
existing?
17.
Okay. So, as you puff on you're holding your smoke in, and you feel your smoke resonate against the upper palate of your mouth and kind of around and through your fangs. And when you exhale it, it's like the cosmos kind of opens up through your smoke. And there's this large ring, and you look through it, and part of it is the smoke is being wiped away by these large tendrily things, and a weird voice going, just low, rumbly kind of tones. Do you speak speech?
I do.
I do speak speech.
Yeah. Why, by chance, sir? Yes.
Indeed.
So you hear.
Actually, so do
and it's like the tendrils kind of wipe away the smoke and polish it to make this clear image before you, and it says, "See, child." see. And as you look through the smoke, there is a weird kind of moment where you rocket in from like a third-person perspective just behind this device. It's a large circular orb that glows with like a silvery liquid, almost bluish, greenish inside of it. It's filled to the brim. And inside there is a figure kind of floating there. He's attached to basically a chair. You see him chained to a chair. And you see these two arms kind of move these levers in front of him. There is a device that's attached around his head, and it's connected down to his spine. The device itself has like these large mechanical arms, which is like hacking and smashing at rocks, and has like a rudimentary legs that kind of slowly lurch its way forward. The figure, as you can see, is kind of almost in a catatonic zombie-like state. Just looking, its eye, as you kind of get a glance from over the shoulder, you peer around. The figure's eyes are totally red, and you see like the kind of little blood at the corner of his eyes trickle down. You see a device in his throat. It's like a little mouthpiece. It's going all the way down into his esophagus. The rest of him, he looks unhurt, but it is the figure from the left. And you see his beard kind of swaying in this liquid that he's in.
Okay. Okay. So. Yeah. Can I look around at all?
You can make a perception check.
Yeah, I just want to see like what else, like if I can notice anything. I don't know. Like I figure out where he is. Yeah, way over 20.
Okay. So, you're looking around, and beside him you see another figure, a contraption device, similar circular orb with arms, legs, another body inside floating around, and kind of floating around, it's attached. And they're just hammering away at this wall. And you look over the wall in front of you, it is this thick red stone that has this kind of sandiness to it, and they're hacking and smashing. And it comes to a point where their hammers and their arms start to break, and and just you see parts of the arm just crumble and crack. And from behind you hear a voice. Bitch.
Can I look at that voice?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
With a little inspiration. Actually, I have that.
16.
As you start to turn around and try and get it, you see that the figure's turned around and you has moved off into the shadows beyond your vision.
All right. I'll come out of this scry then. And yeah, I'll just be like,
Did you see him?
Yeah.
Is he okay?
Ooh. Yeah, I know. And I'll make an illusion of a little storybook. A little pop-up book that happens, and I'll show everything that happens with little pop-up figures, but like, it's all like paper cutouts of the...
So it's like, so it's terrible but cutesy?
Yeah, and like with the thing down his throat, they're all paper, and like, as the pages flip, it's like the little thing, and he tries to break the stone, and the whole thing that I saw.
That's...
With little pop-ups with like, things that this guy says, and voices and stuff.
That's him? That's your con?
We're gonna... yeah, so he's alive, I think. Maybe. Could be.
Is he alive?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's very good.
I feel confident that he's alive. That in whatever predicament he's in, we could help.
I mean, if we can get him out of there, we could probably do it.
We should certainly try. I mean, we're heroes.
From what I know of potential body limits and from their representation, can I make a good guess on how much longer they've got? Because they're obviously not doing well.
I mean, they've been like this for what, 50 years?
You weren't part of the scribe.
But you just represented it
The
with
paper.
pop-up.
Oh, the paper pop-ups. The paper pop-ups? Go for it. Make a medicine check.
All right. That's all I've got. Let's see.
Based on these puppets, I
Yeah,
can say.
That is my certified opinion.
Also, like,
Dirty 20.
Okay.
I will also offer that I think there's some sort of like these are magic devices. I don't know.
Laser magic?
Maybe these things they're in and some kind of magic thing, right?
Magic vessels of some sort.
Well, I mean, they're definitely interacting with the host somehow.
So based upon the description and the pop-up book, you're looking. You guess that they seem to be in a state of suspended animation. That they can survive indefinitely.
Okay, so somebody's using them to accomplish this, and it seems like they can do it forever. So that would explain why they're still alive after 50 years of this.
They're within the whatever lifespan, so they're not going to age out.
Yeah, dwarves are
That's
quite
true,
long.
yeah, they're pretty hardy dudes.
But we don't have to. That means that they have survived for 50 years and do not have an issue with food or water.
I'm
and other living
sure
things.
that there's some kind of power source. That's what the orb says.
They told you where they went missing, right?
They just said down there was a tunnel collapse. They were gone.
Who's their foreman?
Another foreman? Do that.
Well played. Well played.
Oh my god. Foreman is a dirty Goliath named Apavac. You can see him, he's got a scar above his right eye. He's got a tattoo of a bird on his left, over here on his left, over on his chest.
Okay. Any idea where we can find that guy?
Sure you can't miss him down at the mines.
I know of him.
Sure you do. A lot of people do.
Was the mine that collapsed the one that they were finding the mucky stuff and whatnot with?
They didn't divulge all the details to me, and maybe.
Did it look like the other person in the other machine was the brother?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Instead of in hindsight.
Nat 20. Plus 6. Or 6.
Yeah, so you recall your memory. You're looking and you're seeing this other figure over there, and you do recognize the short crop beard, the same figure as.
So I won't bother scrying the other brother. I'll relay that via pop-up.
Like you'd close the book and then you're like, oh wait.
Oh yeah. That was the brother. Good. One brother, other brother. Yeah. Just to clarify.
Suppose we go find Hamlet.
Let's go.
We'll be back.
Retrace
soon.
their steps.
Okay.
As we leave this place, I turn into a dwarf.
Okay. So as you
I go back to that door too.
You trust this guy?
No, when we left this place, just like right outside, I just stealthily.
Like
turned
after
into-
we walk.
You walk into an alley, come out again.
Yeah. Here. Boop, boop, boop. Yep. Okay. So, I think you're all headed down towards the mine districts and facilities. Okay.
Yeah.
So as you just as Wax leads you through narrow streets that at this point fit, side by side, the two dwarves or Duergar very comfortably. So some of you are getting a little cramped, a little crowded around here, especially as lines of dwarves carrying things and go with their business kind of jostle you and move you out of the way. As you descend, the din of mining operations grows louder. You hear grunts and shouts, people telling jokes and laughing. You hear people drinking and eating, all manner of other sounds, and the smells just get a little bit colder. Well, you feel it on your skin. I should say, don't smell it. You smell cold. That'd be a fun thing. But you also you smell a bit of dust, lots of metallic ore, things like that. And you come to a large kind of building carved into the stone mountain, not built out like a wooden house or one of the wooden shops that you saw at Ingothis or else. But this is this kind of tiered building built in out of the cinder spine. Got some balconies and porches, and you see security guards walking around. And you also, the front door, there is a dwarf standing guard. Also at the upper level, there are a person on top, but the whole place is lit. And yeah, it leads down toward. Sorry, let me describe the rest of the scene. What I'm seeing. There's a large portcullis in front of an opening that descends down further into the cinder spine, and you can even at this distance see it kind of go forward, branch out, and then spider web down through different ways. At the top, out from near the top level, you see a Goliath emerge, wearing like a white shirt with a collar, tucked into some breeches. He has a large black leather belt on. He holds a clipboard, and he's looking through several documents and papers and surveying the scene. So off to your right, you see not only miners getting ready to go down into the mines. You see machinery, like these weird kind of contraptions that have pistons and hammers, and you see Duergar get into them, kind of get strapped in, and the device starts to scream and makes this large whining sound, and it pierces your ears for a minute, then it calms down and the thing lurches forward. You see other guys pick up hammers and mattocks and all sorts of other things. They get ready to go down into the next segment of the mine, waiting for the portcullis to open.
Does the Goliath have a scar over his right eye?
Make a perception check.
Gonna help him.
You have advantage. From this distance, it does look like he has something above his eye.
Does it look familiar?
Yeah.
What's your name now?
I can't speak in Dwarven, but my name. He'll know. So I'll walk up. Hey, buddy. It's me, Hammond. How you doing? Remember me? Wait, stop that. I was such in the mode of a Goliath for a second. I'm sorry. Hi, the name is Hammond. How you doing? I can't do an Irish accent.
Shouldn't you be on the line?
I got time off. I don't want to be on the line right now.
No one gets time off. What? Hey.
Good behavior. Deception.
What's happening?
So I got all this stuff. 11 and 4, so I think it's 11 plus 10, so 21.
Okay. Huh. That kind of time. I didn't realize they were doing that anymore.
Oh, it was specifically good behavior.
Well, what kind of good did you do to get out of that?
I'm going to keep my secrets close to my chest, friend.
Yeah.
Anywho, how you doing?
I'm here.
You too.
I don't know. I don't know you. What do you want?
I'm gonna come by and I'll be like, I'm a dwarf too.
Indeed. He is Sir Blood Rockfist, Prince of the Rockfist clan of the Southern Mountains. He is here to look at a possible investment in these mines, bring much gold and wealth.
The guy just shakes his head. Where do they find these guys now? Oh my god, we're really digging deep now. Oh my god. You're on fire tonight. Yep.
This is Soot's episode.
Okay.
No.
Make a persuasion check? Deception check. Fair enough, yeah.
24.
Yeah, oh yeah. He's just like, great. Yeah. So, why are you a half-elf? Why are you here with a couple of dwarves?
Well, mighty as their kingdom is, even the elves respect the Blackfists. And as a half-elf, I have been selected as a go-between between the dwarves, the elves, and humans in our area, and a personal herald to Sir Rockfist.
Yeah.
And these folks, they have a gig.
Entourage. We're Sir Rockfist's entourage.
Huge fan.
Yeah,
I'm his personal druid.
I'll lean in and I'll be like, I think they want money from me.
I'm just a guide through the city with these folk. I don't really know them all that much. They needed somebody.
Okay, you all gotta make persuasion checks. God.
What?
Except for
the world. Everyone. Can persuade less.
Oh my god.
I lost it.
I want to mug that.
Yeah, me too.
I have nothing.
Yeah.
30-20.
I am mugging that.
Wow. Oh, that's
21.
worse.
10's average, but
It's good thing.
Way better.
The first one was
Turns
2.
out.
oh man, it's even on the line.
Yeah,
We have 3
it's-
inspiration.
All right, hand it back.
Here, yeah, you
Sorry.
have it.
Wow,
I'm gonna
that's
take
terrible.
one of the
Terrible
inspiration.
writing.
Is that all right? Yeah.
Because I rolled 2.
You
it goes
earned
bad.
it,
I
so
don't
you
know.
can have,
I don't know how I'm gonna pass.
That's a
A
one.
-1.
My first roll was a 2.
Didn't you already roll?
I rolled, and then it was bad, and I mugged it, and it was worse. I took an inspiration, and I nat 1.
Oh, wow. That's rough. I
Well
nat 1,
done.
but then I mugged it, and it's
I'll
a
use
17
another
now. But that's
inspiration.
No, I don't. Can you use an extra? I think I don't know.
I'll stick with my 13. Is that okay?
Okay, so we have 13, 21, so it's at 23, 20,
20.
17.
17,
15.
10. Okay, 15.
Really glad.
What'd you have?
24.
24.
Sometimes I have to roll just to break 10.
Okay, there's like a lot of successes around the table. Okay, good.
Huge fan.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to not roll this
Okay. Are you okay?
The trick has worn him out. His lordship, of course, is a hardy and strong dwarf, but he has much weight on his mind, especially taking in all that is here in this mind.
Yeah, it is pretty grand, I know.
I'll prestidigitate a burp and like a big alcohol smell, like I've been heavily drinking.
Okay. Oh, that'll do it. So, why come to the mine? What can I do for you guys? Your Highness, excuse me.
We gotta go in there. Check it out.
But
Hey, Doc.
first time,
Mm.
your lordship.
Mm.
Are these mines safe for one of his personage? We've heard rumors that there have been cave-ins
Oh, yeah.
recently, 6 years ago.
Well, I would say recently is like a week ago. Yeah, it seems the deeper we go, the closer we get to the core of this. You know, and there's also certain other places. Yeah, you know, rock is a funny thing. Sometimes it's really stable, sometimes it's not.
That was well.
But, you know, but I can't let you go in there. I mean, you guys are not. I would not want that on my conscience.
It appears, Your Liege, that they're not allowing the likes of us to go in.
Right. It appears, Your Liege, that they're not allowing the likes of us to go in. It's super hard now. It's so long.
Perhaps a little sincerity in the point. Boost them.
Or maybe
True
they,
interest in life.
or maybe they shouldn't question the prince.
Yeah, I'll,
I'm sure we can all be friends here.
Look, I think we just need to. We're pretty cool with going in. We're safe. We'll take. You don't have to have responsibility for us. We're equipped.
Nah, you don't understand. Only official miners go in there.
The dwarves.
You're not part of my crew. You're not hired here. You're not from the Cinder Spine.
I lean in and I'm like, come on, what's the price? What will it take?
Make a persuasion check.
Let's try again. 14.
14?
Yeah, one plus
Yeah,
one last time.
Can I assist him with that by by jiggling my coin purse a little bit?
Sure.
Yeah, that's
advantage.
okay. Of course. No,
You need new dice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that one definitely goes into dice.
Nope. Well, I'm sorry. Not much for bribes, and I know all the black people around here, but there's got to be some honest folk here. But anyway, I got a job to do, so if you excuse me, I'm gonna go let this crew go in, and I will see you guys, or I'll deal with you guys later.
How much space is this area that we're in?
Oh, it's a pretty good sized area. Like the opening that they're about to go in is easily 30 feet wide. The actual space itself is probably covering an area maybe 100 foot wide.
I just
100 foot deep.
look at everybody and I go like, darkness?
I've got it too. So I mean,
let's do it.
Just
Shoot
chain
up.
it and span it.
Like we know where we're headed, right? Okay, everybody pay attention. Oh, darkness.
Darkness.
In that case, it turned into a bat.
Do they have dark vision?
It
Oh, a bat.
is. This is
cloak.
Yes.
This
cloak.
is
Oh, you have your cloak of
magical darkness.
Batman.
Yeah. It's dark.
It's like real dark.
And we're now making a line for the
Okay,
entrance of the
so as you guys start to cast darkness, it blooms across this area in a 30-foot radius,
60.
60 feet, and it spreads out from all of you, and suddenly people are around like, wait,
Oh, no,
what's
I'm
going
wrong.
on?
I'm wrong. It's 15-foot radius. I can cast it 60 feet away.
Okay.
Oh.
So I think between the two of us, we can pull it
make
off
a
there.
dark tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you manage to time this with the rising of the portcullis. So now that this darkness is spreading around, like the dwarves are kind of like looking around, the dwarves are like, and they're all just erased in blackness. Those of you who this is magical darkness. Can you see through magical darkness?
I actually
do
think
not
this
think so.
prevents you from seeing. So we're all blind as heck.
You're all blind.
There are
What if I'm a bat?
couple of exceptions.
Bats are blind.
No,
They get
they're
blind sense?
echolocation.
Huh?
No, they're
They're not blind, but
The echolocation. So would I still be having sight then?
you can have, I mean, you'll have perception and navigation, but you cannot. I mean, you were all technically blind. You're in magical darkness.
If I cast light, will I be able to see inside of the darkness?
A creature with dark vision
Or
can't
does
see
it-
through this darkness, and non-magical light
Yeah.
can't illuminate it.
I think
Does casting light inside of darkness dispel it? Like, how do you get rid of darkness?
No, you need to have a
big light spell in order to use this.
Yeah,
spell.
any of the spell's area overlaps with an
daylight
area of
to
light created by a spell of
dispel
second
it,
level or lower. The spell that created the light is dispelled. So you need to have a third level light spell.
But
Just
if
to
I
count.
have a magical light, it'll illuminate darkness for me.
Nope.
Yeah, as long as it's
I think
it-
the
it's
darkness
no, no,
It has to be
Hold on, he said something about it.
a creature with
third
dark vision
level.
can't see through this darkness, and non-magical light can't illuminate it. So that would imply that magical probably can.
Okay.
As long as it's third level or
But we don't
higher.
want to be seen.
No, you just. if
Yeah,
it's a
we're
little
trying
higher,
to
you could just-
stealth
But they
it right
can't
now.
see through the darkness. So if we can
We
see
don't
in the
wanna-
darkness but not that far. Ha ha ha. Oh, Brad's got this. Brad is going to cast on himself in like a nice rhythm Word of Radiance. Which burning radiance erupts from you, and each creature of your choice within a 5-foot range must make a Constitution saving throw and take 1d6 radiant damage. And I'm just not choosing anybody. So it's just like literal. It's like strobe lights. It's gonna happen. It's a cantrip. I'm just gonna be like, it's. I'm speaking a word in giant. I'm like woka, and it's just boom, 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 flashing lights like 5 feet around.
We started
me.
a rave.
Yes.
So we can have momentary vision.
You're
as
getting
we run in?
flashes. It's like taking pictures with a flash in like a dark tower or
Right.
something. You get like an in.
Oh.
So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
this
how
is-
we're.
the image I'm getting is like the very beginning of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Sure, that bodes well.
Alvin walks over to Snow and just like holds his hand. Like, so buddy system?
Safest way.
I'm a bat.
I mean,
we were in extra. I'm gonna levitate and just hold on to you.
I'll cape her over to the portcullis.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Sweet.
right.
Okay.
Escape.
So we got
We're raving over.
all right, Brad. I guess I'm raving over with you.
Okay, so people walking. Make a perception check.
I can do that.
So
19 plus
I'm gonna yell out, over here, over here, over here.
19.
23.
If bats have blind sight, do they have to
15.
roll? Because it's like I can, bats have naturally blind sight 60 feet.
Passive perception 11. I have
So I
no
could-
idea what that means.
I get
I'll just
12.
roll it.
What?
I get a 12.
Okay.
Perception.
I got a 19 because it was nat 20 minus 1.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so
Just like you.
so all of you, you guys start to find your way through the crowd, get closer. You're pushing through and knocking little dwarves out of the way. You hear the portcullis raising, and most of you get beyond the portcullis before it starts to descend again. Tyrion, I need you to make an acrobatics check for me.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
Oh, we're doing Indiana Jones. You're rolling through the.
The portcullis comes back down after they realize what's happening.
Before you even roll, I just want to say there's dice.
No, I know, and I've got favored
I
by
can
the
only
gods
take
in
one
my
myself.
mouth still, but
Okay.
come on, Indiana Jones.
Uh,
All right, well, we're gonna go.
Let's
see. Let's see here. See.
Well, if he tells you if it's a success, then you can't, or a failure, you can't roll it.
No, I
again.
know. So I'm gonna mug that.
If you don't make it, I can get you 3.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, that's much better. 19.
Okay, so as the portcullis comes down, you kind of do this slide like a baseball slide underneath it, and just the very tips of it, ching, catch the very back end of your horn. So as the portcullis comes down to a thud, some dust blooms up from where it landed. You look around, and it's just a dark tunnel for a little while. You see some other dwarves on the other side, kind of looking around, trying to figure out what's happening. And from way down the distance, you hear someone scream. And that's where we're gonna end.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice indeed.
This session was bonkers.
We were all over the place with this one.
Yeah.
I got extorted by a buxom guard lady.
by a guard lady. We got told.
Yeah.
Thanks for the help and guide, guy.
Well,
what do you think of the city so far?
Also,
This
I
is
just
super
love
cool.
it that
Yeah.
you were bringing us in. Be like, I just got to talk to some of my contacts. It's gonna be cool. And like everyone we meet doesn't trust you, doesn't
I'm like,
once you
there's.
do know you don't like you.
That's how this place is down here. Gonna be rough and tumble.
I love it. There's a lot going on.
It's kind of like reminds me of Empire Strikes Back. And Han's like, look, we're going to go see Lando. He's an old friend of mine. And then Chewie's like, no, that was a long time ago. I'm sure he's forgotten about that.
That's right.
All right. Bye, Internet. Thank you for sitting.
See you next week.
Everybody, see you next week.
Who screamed?